So the superhero project, my superhero name is Jack the Weeper, and my superhero, his real name is Jack Solsky, and he's in the current country of origin is Russia. His job is a forest ranger like his parents, and his age is 33 years old, and he loves animals. And his hobbies are mixed martial arts, bird watching, and feeding wild animals. And that's the picture of Jack Solsky. And this is a picture of brain and the spinal cord. And Jack gets his superpower by having a big injury on his neck, which kind of connects the outside atmosphere to the spinal cord. And the chemical waste that he falls into travels through the spinal cord through to his brain. And basically the story plot is that he's a co-manager of the Make It Green action, and Jack and some of his crew goes to a factory to persuade the CEO of a factory to stop producing chemical waste, and it doesn't work out as he and his crew thought of. And he gets kicked out. He gets a big injury on his neck, and he falls into a chemical waste, and he gets his superpowers. And this is a picture of him being as a forest ranger, and this is the chemical waste, and this is the result, like that. And the Jack the Weeper is the transformed version of Jack Solsky, and this guy turns into a green monster when he touches a chemical waste, and his main objective is to destroy all the factories that can harm the nature and the environment. And the superpowers that he obtains is supervision, super instinct, super strength, and indolence. And the supervision, and these are the parts of the brain, the lobe of the brain that gets advanced: occipital, parietal, temporal, and cerebellum. And occipital is the vision and mainly function with the vision, and by having the chemical waste kind of triggering and stimulating the occipital, parietal, temporal, and cerebellum lobe, it kind of stimulates them and it makes them better. And the lobe that gets deteriorated is frontal, which mainly functions and works with the thinking, planning, and speech part. So as his brain gets affected by the chemical waste, his body features and his physical power increases, but his ability to talk or think thoroughly or to plan deteriorates, and making him kind of like a savage. And nociceptor is another nerve, and this is before I go on to the nociceptor, this is a basic picture of the brain. And as you can see here, there's a frontal lobe which connects with the smell, speech, concentration, planning, problem solving, and motor control. And this part of the brain gets deteriorated, and the rest of the four parts, the cerebellum, occipital, temporal, and parietal, they all connect. They can have the hearing and vision and touch and pressure, which is associated with the peripheral parts. And the nociceptor is the nerve that could feel pain. And so this is the nerve that sends pain signal to the brain and to the spinal cord, and it basically feels two different pains. One somatic, which means it's skin and which feels pain in the skin and the deep tissue, and the visceral pain, which is an internal organ pain. And this is a cycle of how the nociceptor transfers pain to the brain and to the spinal cord. So as you can see, the person hits his finger with a hammer, and that pain transferred to the skin, to the free nerve ending nociceptor, and this nerve travels through to the peripheral nerve, and
it goes to the spinal cord, and then it finally reaches the brain, which tells that it's a pain or it's painful. And that's it.